Okay, that's how you get a lot of money in this game, is selling lens. But you also use lens to upgrade stuff. But there's no way I need 5k rough lens. So let's sell a bunch of these, for sure. This isn't going to get us a lot of money, but it'll get us a good chunk. I'm going to sell like 3k of these. Let's sell like 2k to be safe. I think most of our re-rising upgrade stuff at this point only uses clear and blue lens, and then the green one that we've still not run into at all. So those are the ones I really need to keep. But, if we're in a rough spot, we can sell some clear and blue lens, especially if we're, like, at the end of the game where we're, like, we're just gonna finish the game. We can sell it all because we won't... I'm not doing any post-game if there even is one. So, at that point, we can just, go for, like, sell everything we have except what we need to finish the game, if we have to. Yo, Nova, my dude, welcome to stream. Subbing at Tier 3 for 45 months. Holy cow, coming up on 4 years. Thank you so much for the support, brother, especially at Tier 3. Thank you, thank you. I'm doing pretty well, man. How are you doing? What's up with you? Nova, you've beaten this game, right? You play a ton of the Tales of games, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm remembering right. Have you finished the Destiny Director's Cut? Did you play that one? Just arrived. Can't believe you fixed the save file. It took about 9 hours of my life. But I did do it. Through a lot of playing on simple and just skipping a ton of dialogue, but I did do it because I want to finish this playthrough. It's a bucket list thing for me to have at least every mainline Tales of game on the channel, and that includes this one. And I mean, like, on the channel completed the main story, not necessarily 100%ing or doing post games, etc. Because if it's a Tales of game I don't like very much, like, you know, Vesperia or Phantasia, I don't want to have to do more than the main story. But I gotta finish Tales of Destiny to put it in the books. I finished this game a year ago. Nice. How close do you think I am to the end? I'm on my way to Rhodion right now. Like, if you can remember, because that was a year ago. What would be your guesstimate if I'm heading to Rhodion right now? I just got done fighting the bug dude at Claudius and running along Snake Way ×2. What do you think of Destiny? I think it's better than Phantasia, but I still think it's very, like, its age shows, even in this remake. And I also think I don't really like 2D Tales of Combat. 2D Tales of Combat is way too, like, it feels too spammy to me, and the lack of, like, actual good movement and dodging that 3D allows is just not as fun as other Tales of games. So that's my take right now. That's not Rhodion, apparently. I need whichever one of these is supposed to be Rhodion. Is it the yellow one? I wish you would have told me. That's Josiah? This is not the location of our objective. Go through a different gate. Okay. Okay, there we go. Rhodion. And then one of the portals didn't even have a destination, which is interesting. So this is the aeropolis of Rhodion. Hey, Deimlos. What's the difference between those that live in Aeropolis I hate this word, and regular people like us? Biologically, they're the same. The only difference is in how they perceive reality. Ah, nice. You see, these Aeropolis were originally built by people on Earth. They were a way to escape the inhospitable environment created after a comet hit the planet. A comet hit the planet?! The term Aetherians was coined by those who occupied these cities as a way to distinguish themselves. They believed that Providence guided them here, making them superior to those who remained below. Okay, so they were scum from the start. This led to the conflict known as the Aether Wars. The desire to subjugate others led to war. Humanity continues to make the same mistakes throughout history. Perhaps that will never change. With that out of the way, our objective lies through Rhodion. Yeah. If I remember correctly, you're pretty close. I'd say if you focus main story, you can maybe finish anywhere from 5 to 10 hours. All I do is the main story. I don't do anything else. I didn't want to hear that 10-hour top limit. I was told about 10 hours back when before I lost my save file, and we've been going for 3 hours today. I was hoping I was within, like, 5 hours of being done. But you did say 5 to 10, so maybe if I'm lucky. Through Rhodion to Helreos. We need to restore Igtanos. Oh, that's right, we're gonna finally get Igtanos to talk. First, we must find a way out of Rodeon. After that, we'll head for Helreos. Thoughts on the Etherians? All the Etherians lived in aerial cities, right? I would assume the opposite is much more likely to be true. The conflict was over before they could make that a reality. Something on your mind? I was just wondering how they felt leaving their lives on Earth behind to live in the sky. I cannot answer for all of those who left their previous lives behind. It depends on the person. You're right. If I were alive back then, I'm sure I would have stayed on Earth. I guess each person would be different. You know, there might be an amount of it, like, that I had that 7-month gap because of my save file being lost between playing and not, but I really don't care about these Etherians at all. They feel so out of nowhere as villains, and, like, I feel like they're trying to give them, like, this plight of, like, oh, their, like, civilization was destroyed, they lost in the war, and they, like, want their civilization back, but they're also at the same time trying to be like, oh, but they are bad people because they just, you know, they want to be better than the people on Earth even though they're the same and all that. It's weird. But, like, I really just don't care about this Etherian plot at all. It's just, I don't know. It feels so out of nowhere to me. I mean, the idea, I love the concept of them trying to, like, trying to, like, take parts of the planet and put the Aether Sphere over top of the world. I love the concept, but I feel like the execution is, like, pardon my French, dog water. It's just really poorly done, and I don't care about any of these villains. All of these villains are lame. Like, none of them are interesting. I didn't really like Daos, which I think his name is actually pronounced Daus. I didn't really, like Daus all that much from Phantasia as a villain, because he was also kind of like, he didn't really have a lot going for him, and they shoved all of his nuance at the very end of the game. But even he had, like, more intrigue to me as a villain than any of these Etherian losers. Like, at all. Hey, it's a history lesson. I had no idea that a meteor crashed into the planet. There was no mention of it in any historical records. Its arrival is what made civilization thrive. You see, the mineral that comprised the meteor is the progenitor of lens. I had no idea. This meteor also caused the Aether Wars. In the end, the good was eclipsed by the bad. How unfortunate. Alright, well, let's try and get through Rhodion. I've got a little under an hour left in stream today. I would like to at least get through this Rhodion dungeon. I assume this is a dungeon we're going through. Also, all of these dungeons are starting to look way too samey, by the way. Long, narrow platforms with teleportation. Occasionally, there's, like, ice-walking moss in that one that we did. But all of these dungeons are starting to seem really repetitive. Which is another knock on this second act. Honestly, ever since the time skip happened, I feel like before the time skip, the game felt very basic. It didn't have a lot going on, like, overarching-wise, because we were just chasing down, I don't even remember his name, the guy who stole the Eye of Anamoni. We were just chasing him down and meeting people and interacting and stuff, but I still feel like that was stronger than this section of the game, where it just kind of feels like utter nonsense at times. Oh boy, more flying enemies. Bum, 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 bum. Oh no, these are the enemies that can shoot 3 little orbs or whatever. I hate these guys. This is like a different version of them, at least. Get this guy. He's right in front of me. Ow. Ow. Nova, do you also hate fighting enemies that are like 2 feet off the ground in this game? Do you remember? Because boy howdy, I hate flying enemies in this game. We're getting like 2,700 experience from these? Dang. I know there was a chest over there, by the way, but I'm going to be real with you. I can't be bothered to go out of my way for chests at this point. I am starting to feel the, what the heck? Bombs are available on top of bomb generators found throughout. We're playing Bomberman now. Bombs can be kicked a far distance with X, or the can be moved short distances by pushing. Once a bomb has been moved, they will turn a darker red over time. Once flickering, they're about to blow. Be careful, you'll take a damage. This is literally Bomberman. Watch where you stand. If you're standing on it, it will create another... Okay, yeah, whatever. Easy. Wait a minute. Come on. Doing a Bomberman puzzle was a bold choice for, whatchamacallit in this game, I feel like. Hi? Okay. How's it going? Flying enemies are annoying? Nice. I honestly agree, first half was nothing special and was basic, especially for being the second in the franchise. This part of the game lost me. Honestly, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear some common viewpoint on it, and that I'm not just, like, completely wrong. Well, I wouldn't think I was completely wrong even if you disagreed with me, but it's always nice when it's like, yeah, I feel you on that, you're not insane. You know how it be. I can't move this bomb. I pressed kick on it multiple times. Random question, Chaos. Final Fantasy VII R versus Tales of Arise. Which game do you think is the best for you? Arise is my third favorite game as of right now. So that should tell you all you need to know. Get stunned, idiot. I didn't realize this was a game mechanic, but I'm here for it. Yeah, flying enemies are terrible. Hate flying enemies. I'm just ready to get this playthrough done and then get to move on to, what is all this mist? Get to move on to reduxing an older playthrough. Yo, 3,000? You just got Cure, Rudy? What does Cure do? Exactly. 80% HP to one ally for 5 CC. Nice. We really need to get you to a min of 5. I think getting you to a min of 5 will be amazing. And I think we're going to do that through your armor. Even if it costs you some defensive stats. I think that's the way to go. I might be wrong, but... we still need 4 more party level. We might not even get high enough level for it, but I hope we do. Because the only other option, she already has all of her rises, I think. Other than giving her Stan's rise gym, which I don't want to do because I'm Stan. The only other option is making her variable work, which is way easier said than done. I don't know what I'm trying to do with these bombs. Where am I trying to get to? What am I trying to accomplish? Am I going... No, I haven't been here yet. That's another thing about all these dungeons and how similar they look on the Aether Sphere. I get lost so easily because they look similar, but also I can never tell if I'm actually making any progress or not. Like, I have no idea if we're doing better or worse. Like, if I have no idea. We could be making no progress. All I know is we're going somewhere I haven't been yet. Which normally means progress, but there's, like, no way to know. No way to tell. Please die, thank you. Yattaze! How are you looking on your Rhodian stuff? 81%, we're really close. You got 11 points left over right now? I may as well put those in something. You have the D-Fire, you have Rise, and then 2 Mines. This is 10 and 15, so for 10 points, that's 25. There's another 20. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. I'm not gonna... Again, we're so close to the end of the game. I wanna, like, I do want to put a little bit of effort into, like, having a better setup. What is the purpose of this location? A better setup of what Rhodian devices we're using right now, especially since there's no level 7 on the Rhodian devices. But at the same time, I also kind of, like, you know, I wanna get the game done. I want to get to the end of the game. And that requires not spending a bunch of time in the Rhodian device menu and instead focusing on getting through these dungeons. Ow. Get speed casted on, son. Stop throwing stuff at me. Nice. What do you do? Are you calling reinforcements there, or was that beeping? Alright, you're dead. Nice. We are getting a lot of the blue lenses, like, per fight, like, 8 or so, like, near 10-ish. So, if we do end up needing to sell some stuff, we can totally get away with it. This was a dead end. Both of these were dead ends? These were both dead ends. Okay, so I have no idea where to go right now. Oh my goodness, the encounter rate. The longer this stream has gone on, the more and more the encounter rate has started to get to me. At first, I was, like, a little willing to defend, not Graces, this isn't Graces. I was a little ready to, like, defend Destiny and be like, oh, the encounter rate isn't that bad. I've definitely seen worse. And I have seen worse in older games, for sure. But, like, the longer this Aether Sphere section drags out, the more I'm like, you know what? Yeah, this is too long. All right, so that teleporter didn't really lead anywhere in the end. What is this? What do you do? Oh, okay. I saw that teleporter to the bottom left, by the way, but I think that's the way we came from, so I guess I want to go this way. I hope. Eventually, we'll run out of places to go. Also, I'll be 100% real with you. If I ever get, like, completely lost in one of these dungeons where I'm like, wow, I have no idea where to go, I will 100% look up a guide. I will just look up a thing that says, like, oh, this way, that way. Because I'm sick of these dungeons. These dungeons are very boring. They're all way too similar, and they're the same gimmick every time. I feel like I'm doing a Tears of the Kingdom dungeon. Heyo! Alright, so we need some bombs there, clearly. Hello. I love the speed casting. You love to see it. Do I have any D abilities on, like D-Light or anything on... What's her face? Does she have any speed casting? Philia? That's her name. We should get her some. Next time she masters something or something like that or levels up, I'll take a good look at her Rhodian device. I don't care about Chelsea getting to level 46. I guess it helps the party level, but other than that... Alright, we need bombs there. We need bombs here. What's the purpose in these? Okay. Hi. Bum, 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 na, na, na. I sonido. Don't spawn in more of these stupid things. Oh my goodness, you're just spawning in more and more. Let me murder you. Why don't more just keep spawning? Stop it. Let me kill you and move on. You have way too much HP still. Ooh, nice. I assume that was Philia. Must have been. I don't think anyone other than Philia and Stan can cast fire magic. A little bit of overkill, but, you know, go for it. Pop off, I guess, Woodrow. Okay, don't pop off if you're not going to kill them with it, though. Like, what's the point? I think I'm almost to the point where I'm going to just run away from all of these little pod dudes. Again, I really don't... Like, look at how much experience we're getting. Over 3,000. I don't want to run from everything because I worry about... ending up under-leveled for the final boss. And, I mean, worst case scenario, I'll just switch the game to simple for the final boss just to be done with it and move on. But I don't want to do that. I want to beat it on normal.